Let me holler at you, bro. What's your name?
Rama.
Rama, how you feeling, man?
Good, man. Big fan of Jordan. What up, brother?
So tell me, what stood out today that got you hyped up about Bernie Sanders?
I'm a big fan of his policies, man. Medicare for all, college for all. I'm a big fan of his policies.
For sure. Is there, was you following him in 2016?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me, is it a difference between the energy then and the energy now? Because a lot more people know who he is. Like, tell me about it.
This is my second Bernie rally ever. 2016 was my first, and it always feels like a rock concert.
Good,
Energy's
good,
up in the air, yeah.
good, man. What's your name, bro?
Rama.
Rama, appreciate you.
Thank you, my friend.
Be cool. So we got a lot of people that are hyped up. Can I holler at you for a second? How you feeling right now?
I feel great.
Tell me about it. What got you out here?
Well, I was here 4 years ago, and I came to that rally with being kind of unfamiliar with him, and ever since then, I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I'm about and what everybody should be about, and I didn't even know that I was about some of these things, and now I can't live without everything that Bernie stands for.
Well, tell me, what's the difference between 2016 and now? The energy. Like,
Oh, yeah. I was like, be more specific. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
How did it feel to you?
Amazing.
Good.
Except I feel like now, since he came out with his ideas and he was like the first one to, have all these amazing ideas that people got on board with, now it's a little more like, instead of like, what? Is that possible? Woo, I think. Now it's like, yes, we know it's possible. We're going to make it happen.
All right, what's your name?
I'm Harmony Smith.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
No, I feel great about the message that this candidate has articulated, because at least it lays out the real issues of our society. And if the viewers really want to hold somebody accountable, hold out somebody who's going to speak the truth, not run on a very watered down campaign or platform.
Yeah.
And at least at this point, Bernie Sanders is at least coming out saying, hey, this is what I'm about. I've been saying the same thing throughout my entire 40 years of politics, and I have not detracted from that stand. There's no one else in our today's society that can attest to that type of fortitude for their issues.
Yeah.
And so I take my hat off for what I heard today. This is the first time I've paid this much attention to Bernie Sanders, and I think he has started an awesome first step during his presidential candidacy for 2020.
I'm good, man. So we got a Bernie supporter out here. So tell me how you feeling, Pimpin'.
I'm feeling good. That rally got me all riled up, ready to go. I love hearing him talk about the military budget and how he's not afraid to speak about that. Love talking about Medicare for all, so important. And so he's a candidate who's brave and just bringing the energy.
Cool. So were you following Bernie in 2016?
I was.
So did you go to any rallies?
2016, I did not go to any rallies.
Okay.
The past couple years getting so passionate due to the things that have been happening over the past couple years since the last election. And so now I'm out here trying to do my part, trying to make some noise and trying to get people involved.
Good. That's cool, man. So what provoked you to come out? Was there anything that happened in the past 4 years, 3 years?
I'll be honest. What really provoked me the most, being a man of color, is just feeling and hearing that racism coming more to the forefront. As a young boy, I felt that, amongst children when I was a child, and I thought I was done with that. I thought I was over. But then starting to see that rear its head again was really disturbing, and that is actually what really started to move me and get into this and say, what, I didn't stand up for it then, and I'm gonna stand now. So.
Were you able to read the political article that they just wrote on Bernie Sanders?
I did. I browsed through it, and it does come off as a hit piece. It's not something that I thought was bringing anything positive to the table.
Racist as well,
Yeah.
not just a hit piece, like anti-Semitic as well.
All that imagery was just, come on.
Why do you think the DNC and the DCCC aren't speaking out on that? Like, why aren't, you see AOC, she came out. Yeah. Obviously, she's progressive, though. Yeah. But you don't really see anybody talking about how anti-Semitic, talking about how much money he has and how cheap he is. Like, that's like anti-Semitism 101.
That's the classic trope. That one gets thrown around a lot. And I don't know why more people aren't speaking up about it, but, we are.
So think about the DNC, though. What do you think he has to... How should he approach the DNC, considering everything that they did in 2016 during the primaries? how confrontational should he be with the DNC, or should he be as passive as he was in 2016?
And I don't know. That's a great question. But I'm gonna go with get aggressive. I think now for better or worse, we are in tune to that aggressiveness, and that might get us moving more. So, yeah.
For sure. Tell me about your thing.
Oh yeah, this is my Bernie babies. We're making them at feelingradical.com, and we're raising money for Bernie. And we turned him into a little superhero. We're calling him the hero of the 99%. So he's there. He's got his cape. He's got this beautiful wispy hair. Yeah. So we're out here representing and getting the word out. So check it out.
So what's the website again?
Feelingradical.com. It was inspired by his last rally when we were out there. He was saying, "Is this radical? Is this radical?" And we're like, "No, love that." And so we're just like, "All right, it's called Feeling Radical," and just get the word out with that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you guys go support, and so we can make sure that we're playing our part in making sure that Bernie has the money that he needs to defeat Trump in the general election. How are you? Hey, you want to come over here?
Hey,
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
How do you feel about everything that's going on?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I came. My
Yeah?
daughter's in Mississippi, and she said, "You have to get there."
I heard that. So is this your first Bernie Sanders rally?
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
So what?
I'm a convert.
You're a convert?
Ah, yeah.
From who?
I'm a convert now.
From I know. From what were you converting from?
I don't know. I didn't know what was happening this time.
I hope you're not talking about Hillary.
Oh. Well, I did vote for her.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. Everyone has to grow, and she's here. So tell me, what about Bernie Sanders stood out to you that made you want to change sides?
He wants everything we need. Everything. Everything he said.
Yeah.
I agree. Especially no more war.
Right?
For goodness sake. I was writing about my father in World War II today and how he couldn't even finish telling me about it. It was so awful.
Wow.
You know,
PTSD, thinking about it. And
he was on Okinawa for months after it was over. And he was out sketching one day, and these people gave him tea and were so sweet to him, and the Okinawans. And you know, he did all these sketches, so I've lived it. I lived it with him.
Yeah.
He had a terrible time. You know, post-war, he lost so many people. But, you know, it's terrible. And this man knows what it does to people. And I had worked with the veterans at West LA with a project, an art project called Strawberry Flag. And they did change things for the ACLU sued.
Okay.
The Veterans Administration and got it some stuff back there for the VA. So I'm really big on no more war, and Bernie Sanders has been around. He talked about Vietnam today. I've met Vietnam vets. They just, you know, can you imagine? And I'm reading Armistead Maupin now. He went to Vietnam.
Wow.
And Bernie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go buy a T-shirt. Yeah, I mean, we are world citizens, and, you know, borders and everything, and people, I think, you know, all the people in America that are like so right-wing and Christian, they say, Jesus was the biggest radical there ever was. My father taught me that. And just read, like Thomas Jefferson, you know, highlighted everything.
He tore all the churches down. He wouldn't wreck them because he was sick of religion when he came.
Yes, and the thing is that he highlighted, there's a Jefferson Bible, and everything's in red that Jesus said. No supernatural stuff, just what Jesus thought. Yeah. And you just help people, and you share the wealth, and you just try to, you know, don't stomp on people.
What's up, man? Tell me, what's your name, bro?
Oscar.
Where you from, dog? Come over here.
Inland Empire, man.
Inland Empire?
No, Pasadena is too expensive.
I heard that. Yeah, I'm from like LA, so it's real expensive. So tell me what got you out here, man?
I'm just supporting Bernie, man. Supporting the agenda, you know?
Tell me about it. What about the agenda got you sparked, got you hyped up, got you encouraged enough to come out here and support?
Well, you know, even before Trump, I started seeing the issues that we have in this country, man. You know, the inequality. Yeah. And I've been through those struggles, you know? Family, people I know, people I appreciate, teachers, things like that. So he's the first candidate that's really speaking truth to power, you know, really resonating with people, especially the young people like you.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. Oh, man, what's your name?
Theo.
Theo?
Uh-huh.
Talk to me. What got you out here?
Bernie.
Bernie, tell me what about Bernie that got you out here? I see you representing. He got the Bernie sign. You got the fist. He got the bird. He came out here like this was a Bernie con. What, right?
Yeah, I love Bernie.
For sure, for sure. So what about Bernie? Did you follow Bernie during the 2016 election? Are you new? No. So this election?
A couple months ago.
Okay, so tell me what happened. What's up, pimpin'? Stay over here. I need to holler at you. Tell me what about the election? What about Bernie Sanders that made you want to come and support?
Everything about Bernie make me want to come and support. I mean, his platform, everything that he stands for, he's a real thing.
Yeah. For sure, that's good, man. Well, I appreciate your support, man. And let's make this happen. We got to make this happen. He put it in our arms. I mean, he put it in our hands. He told us it's our responsibility as well. So we got to make sure we continue to support financially and emotionally, coming out supporting, making sure we're sending money so you have enough to fight against them. All right, bro. Be cool.
Out front tonight, chaos at the White House. President Trump's deputy chief of staff, his communications director, is
just because of their connection to President Trump. And I know you've been saying.
We learned recently that Donald Trump threatened to sue his former schools if.
Tired of hearing about Trump 24/7? Become a member at statuscool.com for only $10 a month. Click the notification. With your help, we can start the media revolution.
And before Bernie went on stage, I spoke with his supporters online here, and you really get that feeling from